Hey everyone, how's it going? Daniel is with you. This is Hero Wars. Why did I want to say something else? I don't know. Maybe I was watching some channels. I don't know. But this is Hero Wars official channel. And my name is Daniel. I'm the host. And welcome everyone. How are you doing? Hey chat. So actually I just wanted to tell you that the gift is already in the description. It's quite a rich gift. Please go check it for the web and Facebook. It's right there on the bottom below the video. Don't forget to leave a like or dislike or, comments after the stream. I always read them. I try to, give like useful replies if I know something, or if there is some cheering or, I don't know, booing. I try to reply to that as well. But I'm totally okay with everything. And thank you for being here, and thank you for enjoying this channel. And first of all, thank you for enjoying Hero Wars. So today I wanted to talk to you about questions that are being asked daily about Asgard, about guild raid, about all different things, somehow connected to the expansion. So I decided that we need a quiz. So I just collected, not me actually, Andrew helped me a lot. And we collected like 15 questions that are really, really interesting. And we created a quiz to play together with you. So if you guys here and you are totally knowledge proof, or you totally know that you know everything about Asgard and you don't need this game, the gift is already in the description and you're free to go play. Enjoy your life. But if you're really interested in Asgard and you think you might know a thing or two, but you are eager to find out something else, stay tuned, and I'll give you some quiz to play with. And there are some rules, by the way. And yeah, hello everyone. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I see all of you. I can see everything. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I really enjoy that you like the gift, guys. Go get it in the description. And right now I'm gonna tell you that to take part in the quiz that we are going to play right now, in a moment, like in a few moments, you have to just send ! vote or just ! the, but better just do ! vote, because I'm not sure if the works. There will be one of the experiments today, but there are others. I'm trying to make this polls and quizzes much better, so we can, solve more and more interesting and complicated tasks, if I might say so. So yeah, you have to, type ! vote, no spaces there. Then after the vote, you have to put a space, and you just leave a number or a letter of a correct answer. There will be numbers, there will be letters, there will be the exact answers as well. That's really important to know, because sometimes there is latency for those of you who watch with the buffering, or might be like different reasons, or you're too far away from me and we have too many servers between us. That's a shame, but still, I might be on the second question already, and you'll be still watching the first one, and you'll be voting for this first one, and you'll be, you will be wrong for the second one, and it'll be a shame. You know what I'm saying, right? That's why I created this, system of difference in voting system. So some questions will be with A, B, C, D. Some questions will be with 1, 2, 3, 4, and the others will be the exact answer. For example, like vote 100 or vote 39 or whatever. So I hope you understood everything. And right now I just want to go and give you the questions. Yep. Lutz, that's the correct one, but not 3 of them, just 1. You have to pick 1, and that's perfect. That's perfect. Great. Don't do it right now. Vote Daniel. Perfect. Thank you, Logan. If I run some company, if I run for, any position in the government or something, I'll call you, so you will be voting for me. Thank you so much for that. Right now, I just wanted to tell you that there is going to be a first question right now. It's interesting, so pay attention. And you have 2 minutes to vote. So let's go. Don't forget the exclamation sign. Pascal, I can see everything. I see everything. You just said vote 1. There are 2 mistakes. You don't have an exclamation sign, and you don't have a space between vote and the number. Be careful. Okay, let's go. What happens to Valor emblems at the end of the week? By the way, we're going to be testing all that. So yeah, a poll has opened for 1. What happens to Valor emblems at the end of the week? Yeah, use the command to vote. And it's going to be collected. I hope so. The poll should be started from me. It's totally there, and it worked perfectly fine, but I can see everyone is just going for 4, and I can see it right here, but not out there. That's the reason why I double test everything, and I need a triple step of testing, and it'll be fixed at the next question. By the way, what happens? There are like 4 variants, 4 options. We keep them. They equally distributed among all the guild members, or they get exchanged for the Asgard resources, or they get reset, or, you know, replenished, or, yeah, no, not replenished, actually they get reset. So I can see lots of you just saying, like, vote for, vote for, vote for. That's cool. Actually, this question has disappeared for me. Let me close it for now and open it next time, like right now. There we go. And there we go now. Reload the question. There's only like 17 seconds to vote. And right now, I'm right on the question. And I can see that you guys are perfectly fine and correct. You know that it's 4 and they get reset. Be careful, because failure emblems, they get reset every week, and it's really important to spend them. That was one of the like main questions for us, because a lot of people, they ask like, hey, do I have to keep them? And I'm like, no, you have to go and spend them as much as you can, because next week you won't be having them. You need another week to get more of them, because the previous ones, they get erased. That's perfect. By the way, I have to open this poll kinda. Let me just close it, cancel the whole thing, and we try the first question again, just to make sure this thing works, because I don't want to give you another question without knowing that this thing works. Okay, deal. By the way, is there Charlie or Mona or any of those guys in the chat? I need to know that, because I have an interesting question I need you to see. Would you please be so kind and put exclamation sign vote space 4 in the chat? Can you be so kind? And I can see that this bot works this time, because otherwise I will reload it and make it rejoin the stream, because otherwise it just, yeah, it says a poll has opened and everything, but it doesn't see. It seems to see everything. Like, what is wrong with you, bot? I was of a much better opinion of you, bot. Okay, people, I love you. That's great. That's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you for helping me out with that. Let me close that and cancel the whole thing. Reload this thing again. I'm sweating right now because, like, you know. Let me make it rejoin the chat and we'll see. If it doesn't work, that's still okay, because I know the right answers. I can see you in the chat. It just helps us out to see who knows the game better, right? Not which one of you, but what part of us knows the game better or the best. We try the first question again, just right now. Yeah, technical difficulties. Todd, they happen all the time, especially to streamers. Like, you know, that's quite something. That's quite something. Okay, let me do this and try that one again. It's there on the chat. I love Tanya. We all do. We all do. We have a lot of things in common, I might say. That's interesting because this thing here, this thing right there, on the bottom, the fourth one, which is the correct one, they get erased. I swear they do. They get erased or reset. Should be growing because you guys say vote for. Okay, we'll just move forward, okay? This thing is... That's alright. That's alright. That happens. That happens. Breathe. Breathe, everyone. You can no longer vote for this. So, Streamlabs is right there. And the poll has been cancelled. So, Streamlabs, would you please be so kind and... You know... Oh, by the way, Squire Nelson, I don't know if it matters right now, but for the future reference, you don't need to put a hash right there. A hash sign. Just the number. Hash stands for the number. Okay? Okay, let's go for the next question. I'm pretty sure that you guys know everything, and even if you don't, please help me with this. We'll try playing it. We'll try fixing it. You'll know that... Whatever. Right now, I want you to put exclamation sign with the number. Right now, the number will be different. How many branches are there in the... I want to say in the giant, but no. In the great tree of wisdom. There are different branches in the great tree of wisdom. And sometimes they just... I mean, not they. Sometimes people just don't know how many are there. That's not so important to know that, but maybe you walk in the street, you know, and a stranger walks up to you and he's like, hey, I just started playing Asgard, and or I didn't start yet, but I really want to know how many branches there are. And you'll be like, hey, I know the answer. Because I've been watching Hero Wars streams on the official channel, and Daniel told me there were 7 of them. That's easy. Because the healer branch is right on top, like on 12 o'clock, and 3 on one side and 3 on the other. You can see there are like 7 of them, right? Charlie would love that. Charlie and his community, yeah. That's the correct answer. There is another thing for you to... You know, to know about Charlie. There we go. Yeah, everyone knows that there is, like, the correct answer is 7. I actually have no idea what to reload right now because everything should be working perfectly and fine. And I know that this one is in chat and he tries to, you know, to say something like, sometimes we just, you know, have these problems with the server and stuff. So yeah. Bonjour, Daniel. Réflexion. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Daniel. That's all I know in French, but still, thank you for joining. We're playing some quiz and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, don't forget that there are like 7 branches of wisdom. I just wanted to tell you guys that there is no need to ask those questions and you know the answer. By the way, Valor points, or I'm sorry, why am I saying points? Valor emblems, yeah, they get reset every week. So don't forget to spend them. Right now, I really want to go for another thing, which is this one. The third question is, what maximum difficulty level can we set for the boss in the guild raid? By the way, don't forget that I'm talking about the level you can set, like yourself, with your, you know, the pointer of your mouse, or with your hand, with your mouse, whatever, you can set, which is really, really interesting. And I can see those answers, and I can say that there are like 2 answers which are correct. But if you be precise, and to be precise, you have to know that there is one exact level, like the top level, that you can set with your hand, or with the pointer of your mouse. So while you guys are answering, I can see with one eye that you are being correct. There are no answers that shouldn't be correct, because it doesn't depend on guild's entry level. It doesn't matter. It only matters what you will choose, right? And you can choose, or you can set level 150. That's the vote number 2. That's the correct answer, but it's not the only correct answer, because you can go for like the top level in the game for the boss in the guild rate is 160. But to play 160, you have to, defeat or wake up Osh at level 150. And it happens to you every week, because 160 is like an extra boss which can be only achieved or reached when you defeat level 150. I hope you understand me. And yeah, while we are doing it, I'm still trying to fix some things. And, yep. Oh, by the way, maybe I just seen something that could be the reason why it wasn't working. But yeah, remember that there is level 150, and to get to level 160, you have to defeat 150 every week, because 160 is the extra boss. Like, you can, imagine. Only those people who watch our stream probably would imagine 160 as an extra boss, because I told you. Keep it in mind. Yeah. Right now, I'm gonna, ask you another question. And it's probably gonna be working, maybe not. But yeah, right now we have vote 1, vote 3, exclamation sign. Don't forget that. Vote 5, I'm still checking everything, so yeah. And vote 25. The question is, how many attempts does each player get to attack the boss? That's really important. And don't forget that, there are attempts, and to answer that, you need to put the right number. And that's totally correct. I love this music. It's so epic, and at the same time, it's so, good and good natured, in a good way. Beautiful. By the way, you guys are totally correct, because it's number 5, and right now I'm gonna, ask the bot to rejoin the channel again, just in case we, maybe it wasn't his fault, or I don't know. Okay. Yeah, you guys are totally correct. All of you who say exclamation sign vote 5, you are 100% correct. Those of you who just don't put that exclamation sign and just say 5, you are 99% correct, because, like, okay, I actually don't have an argument, because otherwise I would say, because I can't see you on the graph right there. But right now I don't have that argument, so you are totally correct. Yeah, 5 attempts. Keep that in mind, because it's really important as well. Right now, I'm gonna close this poll, and I'm gonna, shut it. Right now, I'm gonna ask the bot to rejoin the channel again, just in case. And there we go. Okay, another question I wanted to ask you guys is really, really interesting because I showed you the skills. I mean, we had a stream with the, with the skills. Wait a second, it shouldn't be there. Okay, so ignore that. Ignore that. It's not correct because I wanted to ask you question 5. I don't know why it happened to me like right now because I checked it like a million times, you know that. But I told you about the skills like a million times. Right now I wanted to ask you, at what ranks do Ascension skills unlock? That's really important because I get asked a lot. So to vote for that, you have to put vote A, B, C, or D. That's quite interesting, but still. That's totally fine. Most of you know the answer and they say 2 and 5. And that's the B. B is the correct answer. You guys are great. Those of you who said vote D, who voted for D, depends on the hero. No, it doesn't. Every hero has one skill at rank 2, and the other skill at rank 5. I mean, those heroes that already have Ascension skills. And there are more to come, right? Okay, another question is number 6. What can we acquire using the Valor emblems? So we talked about them a bit, but right now I just wanted to ask you, like, what can we acquire with the Valor emblems? That's really important. That's why a lot of you, typing vote A, B, C, D, but that's wrong because we already have another question, and I would say that I can see that lots of you say temporary buffs for the guild rate, and you are perfectly correct. By the way, those of you who just joined the stream, there is a gift in the description. Really rich one. You better have it. You better share it with your guildmates because it will help them a ton, I guess. Maybe, probably, it would. And yeah, don't forget to leave a comment, a like, and everything, or a dislike, whatever. I would know that what you guys think. And right now I can see that you guys are really smart because you know that this is a temporary buff that we can, get for the guild rate, and which also will be reset the next week because it's like a weekly mechanics, and Valor emblems and the buffs, they get reset. Yep. So you don't have to, keep them. You have to go forward and make it easier for yourself, to play this mechanic. There we go. Please ignore Streamlabs in chat because it's totally broken for us right now. I don't know what it's up to, but I'll fix it. Or maybe I already have an idea that I can come up with my own because it's not too hard to write something like that yourself. By the way, number 7. I started a poll with number 7. Where do the buffs acquired from Realm Traveler work? So we just talked to you that we get the buffs from the Realm Traveler, but for 1 week. But where do they work? Where can we use them? in all game modes except for Arena, in all game modes, Asgard only, or why is it D there? That's broken. Ignore that. In all game modes except for adventures. There must be an error in its code or something. But yeah, you guys are totally correct. I can see that lots of you saying like 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And you're perfectly fine with the answer. You're perfectly correct. That's Asgard only. That's great. That's great. Love it. By the way, we have question 8, which sounds: how many players have to be in a guild to play guild raid? That's a bit tricky question, I know. That's a bit tricky question. And yeah, you have to, I mean, vote this, and that. I can see like the answers for myself. I don't know why Streamlabs just doesn't want to share it with you guys. I don't know. But I can see that lots of you know that even if you are alone in a guild, and we get those questions like, if it's just me in the guild, can I go and try myself with the guild raid, with the mini bosses, with the boss itself? Like, can I wake Osh up? Like, can I try? Of course you can. If you are alone in a guild, you still can do everything. It will be just easier with the guild, with other members. So yeah, totally correct there. Proud of you. I'm really proud of you, and thank you for actually participating in this. Question number 9 will be in a second. Like, now. So how many unique bosses minions are there in Asgard? So we are talking about, those, guardians, or not guardians, I would say, maybe even oppressors for me, like in my opinion, because they are not letting Osh wake up. And we are trying to wake him up, and they are standing in our way. You know that, right? So there are like 3 of them, right? I just said the correct answer, did I? And yeah, there are 3 of them. By the way, if you don't know what I just said, or maybe you just played the mechanics and you haven't seen the video, I would definitely recommend to go and watch the video, because Nebula tells us the story about Asgard, why we have to go there, why we have to help Osh, who Osh is. She tells us that, and that's really interesting. That's really interesting, and you would know what you guys are fighting for. That's really important, and I actually insist on your watching the video, so please do. By the way, thank you for voting, because yeah, that's number 3, and yeah, that's 3. Are you ready for the next question? Because that's not really a tricky one, but an interesting one. If you paid attention, or maybe you already did win the grand prize, from Astral Seer. If you guys have played, gave it a shot to play and, take a spin with the Astral Seer and got the grand prize, because there are like, we know that there are eternal seeds, but how many? 1, 5, 10, or 25? You guys are great. Yeah, sorry, Michael Brazzard. I can see that you voted 1. No, there are like 10 of them. And yeah, guys, you're just, those of you who say 10, you guys are totally correct. Those of you who think otherwise, sorry guys, you have to pay attention, or maybe just give it another shot and win a grand prize with the 10 seeds. Great. Thank you for doing that. And right now I'm gonna close this poll, and we have 5 questions left. We have only 5 questions left. They're also interesting, and they are based on those questions that we get, for our in our social networks or in the comments. So we just decided to share the knowledge with you, with the with the gameplay, and thank you for trying to participate with the rules I gave you, even though they don't work. But yeah, question 11. I'm pausing so you guys can take a break, take a deep breath, and go for another question, which sounds as: how many free spins can we get from Astral Seer weekly? Pay attention. And that's another question that Charlie and his community would love. Thank you, Danny. Vote Daniel. I can see that. And yeah, I just gave you another hint, especially if you watched any videos of Charlie's, you would know that there is a meme or some kind of it. So let's go. Beautiful. Yeah, we get a spin daily, and there are 7 days in a week. So that's how we get 7 spins weekly. Perfect. Really, I'm really proud of you guys. Really. I mean it. Okay, I'm going for the 12th question. And I'm just, hoping for a miracle, because I'm not doing anything right now because I'm out of ideas at the moment. I think that's just a server problem, but there we go. 12. What resources do we need to level up in the Great Tree of Wisdom? To evolve, or yeah, maybe I didn't choose the best word there, but I can rephrase. What resources do we need to evolve in the Great Tree of Wisdom? Anyways, we have gold, we have ancient wisdom crystals, we have star mana, and we have insignias. You have to be careful, guys, and please do not mix the Great Tree of Wisdom and the Ascension Spire. Ascension Spire and Great Tree of Wisdom are 2 different things. They are really depend one on another, but you know what I'm saying. I wish I could see this, the whole thing, the whole picture, because right now it doesn't collect anything for me as well. But I can see that there are like various answers for this question, and I'll be your energy so far today. My energy is fully energized. Can I say that? Yeah, energy is fully energized because I'm really hyped, and I really love your energy, guys, because our bot that responsible for acquiring or collecting those answers from the chat just stopped working somehow. Been working for the whole day. Probably he just got tired. I can understand that. Still counting, the time that is left. But I love how you guys participate in this game, and that's how I am hyped, and that's how you keep me going. So that's how it works. Yeah, those of you who said number 2 are totally correct, because it is ancient wisdom crystal. But there is the other thing. To get the ancient wisdom crystal, we need to spend star mana, right? We need to do that sometimes, or it depends on other resources. But the question is, what resources do we need to evolve or level up in the Great Tree of Wisdom? and that's actually ancient wisdom crystal. Pay attention, that's really important, and I hope you know that. Or if you didn't, please make sure you pay attention. And yep. Question number 13. There are only 3 questions left. By the way, it sounds, how many attempts per week do we get to attack the boss's minions? Be careful. There is like vote A, B, C, D. It might work. It might not. But I would love to say that there is a really important thing. That there are like 5, 7, 9, or number changes weekly. And it's not the question that Charlie or his viewers would love. So I gave you all the hints in the world. And I can already see the correct answer. You guys are amazing. Yeah, I can see lots of correct answers, and you guys are just right on the on the point. And yeah, that's 9. We have 9 nods or 9 points to attack, and we get 1 per each. So that's how we get number 9. Actually, the number of attempts. So yeah, we get 9 attempts per week to attack boss's minions. That's really cool. You guys are cool, and we move on. We move on to number 14, and I'm ready when you are. So, take a breath. Inhale and exhale. And there we go with the 14. There it is. What does guild moral that we, or you and I, we acquire for defeating bosses minions hinge on? What it depends on. So, it depends on or hinges on boss's difficulty level. It depends on number of opponents in the node. It hinges on boss's difficulty and number of opponents. It's like both of the variants or both of the options. It stays the same and never changes. Wow, I said like I was, sounding in a trailer. Like at the end of the music, I was like, it stays the same and never changes. But, nah. Yeah. I can see lots of correct answers. And even the first one is also a good one. But yeah, we all know that number 3 is just the perfect variant because it depends on boss's difficulty and number of opponents. So the number really changes when you go for a node with a bigger number of opponents. It also depends on the boss's difficulty that you choose at the beginning of guild raid. I mean, your guildmaster or officer chooses. Right. That's great. That's cool and awesome. I just want to close this poll because you totally nailed it. Love it. And the last one, the last question, it goes with 2.5 minutes to think about or to think over. But yeah. Anyways, long story short, how do we get ancient wisdom crystals? And if you guys paid attention to what I was saying, you would definitely say the correct answer. And we have 1, 2, 3, or 5. So from Astral Seer, for taking over the boss, A and B, which is from Astral Seer, and for taking over the boss, or for spending star mana in the Ascension Spire. I love that like 99% of the viewers really comment and really know the mechanics of Asgard. And yeah, really, really proud. I just want to watch those fours flying by. Beautiful. There's like game use saying 3, and there are like lots of fours, and you guys are correct. Yeah, thank you for that. 4 with the caps lock on. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's totally 4 for spending star mana in the Ascension Spire. That's how you get Ancient Wisdom Crystals. That's the point of just, you know, going leveling one thing up, and then you get some resources to level the whole branch. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I won't be spending any more of your time. And don't forget to get the gift, which is in the description. And it was there for the whole time. And that's why I am proud of you. And I'm really grateful at the same time. Because thank you guys. You had the gift for the whole stream. And you chose to stay. Chose to find out something new. To, you know, show that you know something. And even though when there is, you know, some technical problems, you choose to stay and be together as one community. That's why I am proud. And thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. I hope that knowledge that that actually was there today, like those 15 questions that were like top, because a ton of players, they were asking that from us. I hope it actually helped you, or you helped other players. That's beautiful. Really appreciate it. I'll go and talk to Streamlabs team. You're nice guys. I don't know what happened. Probably some server problem, or maybe just, you know, something, you know, broke in between the streams. I don't know. But don't forget the gift. And please come again. Leave a like. Tell your guildmates that we have some fun time here, spending interesting questions, interesting answers. Sometimes I hope I try to give them. We have interesting guests and interesting games to play. So yeah, thanks a lot for actually being here with me. And I'll see you next time. Take it easy and have a great weekend. Bye-bye. See you everywhere. Really, really soon. Bye-bye.